Before we begin, remember to hit that like button in this video, leave me a comment below, subscribe if you're not subscribed, and share this video with your family and friends. Guys, if it wouldn't be for you, none of this would be possible, and I truly appreciate and love every single one of you. Anyways, today we've got another great show. We're making Manchego cheese empanadas with strawberries and rosemary. Now hear me out. Before you think, dang, that is a weird combination of ingredients. These empanadas have an explosion of flavors to them. They are absolutely delicious, plus they are so easy to make. Now to make these empanadas, I'm going to be using some store-bought pre-made pizza dough just to make things easier. I'm also going to be using some Manchego cheese, Spain's famous cheese, available all over the world. Do not use any substitutions, as the queso Manchego is what gives these empanadas that beautiful flavor. And last but not least, use a good quality extra virgin olive oil. I'm using Apollo's Mistral Organic Extra Virgin Olive Oil. This California-based olive oil has such a beautiful and intense flavor. It's one of my favorite olive oils right now, and it goes so perfect with these empanadas. Link below where you guys can get this. Alright folks, let's make some empanadas. We're going to begin by grabbing 6 fresh strawberries. Make sure you wash them and pat them dry. To cut the strawberries, I'm going to cut off the end. Cut the strawberry in half. Cut each half in half and roughly chop it. And as you're cutting each strawberry, transfer them into a bowl. Next up, I've got 1 large sprig of rosemary. Again, make sure you wash it and pat it dry. Remove the needles from the stem and roughly chop the rosemary needles. And add the chopped rosemary into the bowl with the strawberries. Then season with a generous pinch of sea salt and some freshly cracked black pepper. And mix it all together until it's well combined. This is an important step as always, that way all those seasonings and everything's evenly divided. Next up here, I've got a block of queso Manchego. This is the milder one, but you can use a stronger one if you prefer. What you want to do is cut it into thin slices. Then I'm going to remove the rind and cut each slice into 4 pieces. Alright, we're moving on to the pizza dough. This is a pre-made store-bought pizza dough. I'm going to roll it out. And using my hands, I'm just going to expand the dough a little bit. Now using the circular cutter, the diameter of this is 3.5 inches. I'm going to cut some circles out of this dough. I should end up with about 6. Alright, let's start assembling our empanadas. I'm going to sprinkle some all-purpose flour on a flat surface. And to make each empanada, I'm going to grab one of the small circles of dough. You just want to pat it on both sides with that flour. Add a couple pieces of the sliced queso Manchego. And then some of the strawberry and rosemary mixture. You don't want to overfill these empanadas, otherwise they will explode. Then we're going to fold it together. And using a fork, we're going to pierce the outer edges of the empanada. You want to do this on both sides of the empanada to ensure that all the ingredients stay inside. And as you finish each empanada, transfer it into a baking tray lined with foil paper. And continue to do this until all the empanadas are done. Again, from this recipe, you should end up with about 6. For the final step, I'm going to grab some extra virgin olive oil. And I'm going to brush the olive oil on top of each empanada, making sure to cover the entire top surface of each empanada. And now we're going to add this into a preheated oven, bake and broil option, 210 degrees Celsius, 410 degrees Fahrenheit. After 15 to 16 minutes, I'm going to take the empanadas out of the oven. And I'm going to let these rest here for about 5 minutes. After letting our empanadas rest for 5 minutes, they are ready to go. To plate this dish for presentation, I'm going to add a couple into a cutting board. Cut one of them in half, that way you guys can see what they look like inside. and this is ready to go. Okay guys, our empanadas are done. These look amazing. Let's try them and see how they taste. I'm telling you, these are so good. It's an explosion of flavors between those strawberries, that rosemary, and the queso manchego. Wow, simple ingredients, super easy to make, done in about 30 minutes. If you enjoyed today's video, hit that like button, leave me a comment below, and if you're not subscribed, smash that subscribe button. Till the next time, hasta luego.